Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace, and you guessed it, we are jumping back in. Here we are. The Mad Tea Party, 45%. Just today, they announced a minor bit of DLC for this game, like a free update for everyone. I believe they call those the Muckingham files. This one adds 2 levels. An aquarium, which sounds fun, and a submarine. Though I will note that it's only the outside of the submarine. It's been lifted out of the water and appears to be set at the docks. Sadly. Yeah, still you get to go into the aquarium. Yes, last time we had all but cleaned up the pink table. And all the things on it. Well, almost. Still a bunch of crap like that. How did I get up there? Ah, yes, little lip here. Oh, I should mention, absolutely none of these plates are flat. They've all got lips and bits hanging down, and that's basically what allows me to jump between them. Curses. Let me just grab something here. And start the timer, since I clearly forgot to do that. Yes! Well, double shout out here. First Long Play Central left a comment saying, I'd be down for power washing the Enterprise, and I am entirely on board. And, Derek Floyd replies to that saying, if there was a stage where you power washed the holodeck after Commander Riker used it, that would bump the game to an 18 plus rating. Oh no. I should, mention that Star Trek Lower Decks established that it is, in fact, the task of the lowliest ensigns on board a Starfleet vessel to, I thought there was a ladder on this end. Ah! There it is, behind the frog. What? Get back here! Oh, it's on the wrong side. Never mind. Just climb up on the side, it's fine. Oh, no, actually, it's not. It's all about the angles. There. Got you! I just need to figure out... Oh! Underside of the branch... top of the branch, under the plate. Okay. Yeah, they established that it is the job of the lowest-ranking ensigns on board to clean out the holodeck biofilters. It was just depicted as unpleasant green goo, but there was a very strong suggestion that it smelled very horrible. What? This ladder doesn't even... Okay, I'm on the branch, but what has this accomplished? No, no, no. Get up there, you fucker. Alright, screw you. I'll just climb straight up to the croissant plate. I was imagining this whole setup with Dr. PowerWash as a Starfleet officer in a hazmat suit. You know, to explain the mask. You can't just give him a face now. Shit, which plate was it? No, oh, this one. It's gotta be this one. slip down here. Yes, okay. Kind of thought that would get the main branch. Oh, shit. Oh, I see there's a branch just sticking off to the side here with no plate on it. That's why I paid no attention to it. There! The central stalk is cleaned. Wait, that branch is also not clean. I'm still prone. Get up there, you fucker! Ah! Just sort of look around. My eyes are actually locked on the dirt meter. Of course, the jug is absolutely filthy. But it does seem to be the last thing here, so let's fix that. Oh, I mentioned the story last time of the Fork of Horripilation and, oh. Oh, that doesn't happen very often. The game just saved. I could see the little swirling thing in the corner, but it was saving so hard everything froze up. Must have been one intense autosave. Either that, or this is when the boss fight starts and someone starts hammering the table with, utensils. Oh good, there wasn't a giant person behind me. I was almost afraid to look. Yes, normal-sized person, whatever. I did not mention last time, as I was talking about Sheogorath's fork, that, the word horripilation is the scientific term, like the proper, real term, for getting goosebumps. So in conclusion, it's a dinner fork. It's not been sharpened for war or anything. And while I don't actually remember what the enchantment does, it isn't suggested to be any stronger, and something that makes you shiver. Oh, that would have taken me a while to notice. How is that not it? I do like that. When you take something ordinary and make it sound weird by just using a more official term that nobody uses. It's like how occasionally people always fall hook, line, and sinker for alarmist messages warning people about the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, which is, of course, just the chemical name for water. But did you know that every year hundreds of people die after exposure to dihydrogen monoxide? It can fill your lungs and prevent you from breathing. Once you've had it, you need it. If you don't get regular intake of it, your body will die. And it's in your neighborhood right now. It could be in your own home. Okay, what am I missing here? And who is giggling off in the corner? What is still funny after all this time? Stupid white jug. No, that wasn't it. I remember once seeing a stand-up comedian do a bit about shrink wrap, where he had envisioned a guy at the factory just freaking out. No wrinkles, it must be tighter, And I kind of feel like that as I'm going circling around this seemingly immaculate jug looking for a tiny, tiny flaw. What is that? A dark spot right there. You see that? It doesn't light up when I do that. Ah, there you are, you little shit. Ah, no, that wasn't all of it either. It feels like something Yornik described, where everything is the same color as the glow. Reminds me of this puzzle I saw in a... Oh, my mother is way into not crossword puzzles, into jigsaw puzzles even, totally different. And, why did I think they were right here? The ones that were on this table. Whatever. I know there's one over here, so... I think I see it. It's on the edges, though, so I need to be up here. Oh, you know what? There! Oh, that's satisfying. The pink table and everything on it seem to be clean. Oh, I got a comment about that cup there, didn't I? Yes, shout out to Elthwar, who says, that cup feels like it's designed to be an optical illusion, considering how shallow it is. But with the right lighting, it looks normal. Or maybe some cups in Wonderland fill up from the bottom as you drink, so that you never need to change how much you need to tilt your head to drink out of it. Or, sorry, to tilt it to drink out of it. Why did I say your head? That feels very Wonderland-esque. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. The cup is sort of pushing the bottom up so it's always at the same level. And shout out to Justin Jones, who says, that stuff in the hourglass, that is how Dr. PowerWash's mind can process raw warp stuff. Lovecraft had such a vivid and powerful imagination. Too bad he was a terrible person. I want to say that I heard he softened on those positions later in life, / started to regret those views he had. Could be apocryphal, though. I should probably mention. I know I've mentioned it on my channel before. I don't remember if I've done it in the PowerWash series before, so I'll just say quickly that H.P. Lovecraft was incredibly racist. You know, there was always a vibe from his writings, but, you know, it was explicit in his personal correspondence, as I understand it, that he believed white people were better than any other color of people, and that British white people were better than any other white people. Which is really weird, because he was American. But, yeah, it was pretty bad. You know, in addition to, like, themes of untrustworthy outsiders in his writings. Well, he named his black cat a slur. Let me just say that. Seriously, Google H.P. Lovecraft's cat, because I can't tell you what it was named. YouTube won't like that. Justin continues saying, I think of the Cenobites from the Hellraiser franchise, and I imagine how Slaanesh views the world. I don't know very much about that franchise, but I think I've heard something about how the Cenobites don't perceive any difference between pleasure and pain. Sounds about right. Then again, I think that Pinhead and his band of degenerates were a direct inspiration for She Who Thirsts. I've always thought the oppositions are a bit off, though. What I mean is that Korn and Slanesh are violently opposed, just as Nurgle and Tzeentch are. I actually didn't know that. I hadn't looked very hard into Chaos. You learn stuff, but I hadn't focused on Chaos. In my head, it makes more sense that Korn to be more opposed to Tzeentch, and I guess that makes sense, certainly, since Korn always thinks in a straight line with a knife in front of it, and Tzeentch abhors behaving straightforwardly. Whereas Nurgle and Slanesh make better enemies. I'm not quite... Oh, is that about, aesthetics and beauty versus what Nurgle does to people? It's horrific, disgusting beyond measure. Their walking sacks of disease. Returning to my commentary on Only in Death, there is a scene between a commissar and another character that really hit me in the feels, and the fate of a particular character makes even a commissar cry. You know it's pretty intense. Anarch, though, goddamn, that novel really hit me hard. I recently discovered an anthology that's a follow-up, and it continued that trend of going after my feels. Oh dear. That's very ominous. Oh, yes, and as I move on to the purple table with this stack of hats on it, I should mention this other comment over here before I lay that down. Shout out to Derek Floyd again, who says, the card in Mad Hatter's hat reads, in this style, 10/6, which meant that the retailer sold hats in that style for 10 shillings and 6 pence. At the time Alice in Wonderland was written, British currency was pre-decimal, counting 12 pence to the shilling and 20 shillings to the pound. Get this hat band cleaned off. Ooh, getting the whole brim this way. Oh, not all of it. Oh. Huh, it's an interesting detail. The hat has a cut on the brim with what appears to be wool stitching it shut, and the material inside is polka dotted, which is weird but not at all out of character for this place. Or frankly, that man. In fact, now that I look at the clean parts, there's a bunch of nicks and scratches on this hat. Oh, I see. There's your problem. Excellent. You're not using detergent or anything. You should probably wash these hats when I'm done, just to be sure. Oh joy, the entire underside of the rim. Fucking fork! Who put this fork here? Oh, well, presumably the Mad Hatter did, but still! I mean, it's right next to his hat, so I presume it was at his last spot at the table before they finished the previous tea party. Is there a level editor for this game? Because I'm kind of curious exactly how quickly you could beat this level at full size. So if you, like, recreated this, except it's literally a table in front of you. No. I don't actually know if you wash a top hat or not. Look how thick the jam is down here. I feel like I'd be hesitant to put that on my head afterwards. No, it doesn't matter. I don't need to come up with a good comeback to the fork because it's an inanimate object. It's not the fault of the fork, it's the fault of the developer who put it there in order to get in my way as I'm circling around the hat. I'm going to get at all weird angles to get these parts of the rim here. Ah. Suck it. Wait. Couldn't you just lower a submarine back into the water? I mean, okay, it wouldn't work for all of it, but it would work for some of it. Big gross cloud would fall out and fall to the bottom of the bay? I just realized I have no idea what body of water Muckingham is next to. I mean, I'm not even 100% clear on what country it is. I'm assuming the US since we're using dollary dues, but, I mean, nobody ever sets it in Canada when they just use dollars, let's be fair. Honestly, the only instance of Canadian money I can think of in a video game is the Lucky Loony I showed you guys as an Easter egg in Halo 3. And just to remind you, that was just a coin frozen in the ice on a multiplayer level. Reference to the tradition my countrymen have of letting a loony coin, a $1 coin, freeze in the ice as we prepare a rink for a hockey tournament. Remember, it made news after someone managed to sneak it into one of the rinks at, I want to say it was the Vancouver Olympics. That was here, so that made the most sense. Back in 2010. The purple table is much smaller than the pink or blue tables, but unfortunately the only objects of note on it are utensils and the big stack of hats. Let me see, we got the base hat, the tall hat, and then on top of that, the top hat. I don't think that's normally what that means. And yet I can't prove it. Yeah, things aren't looking great over here. Oh, I thought this table was purple. The yellow table, excuse me. Weird. Ah, well. The timer has gone, so I'll just go back over here where it looks nice, and I can pretend that I don't have a huge amount of work ahead of me, even though I am at exactly 50%. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you, on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator, when we get back to work on that big pile of hats. Until then, have yourselves a great day. Later.